What happened to Gary Puckett in the Union Gap?
Gary Puckett, the group's lead singer, was born in Hibbing, Minnesota on October 17, 1942. He grew up in Yakima, Washington, close to Union Gap and Twin Falls, Idaho. He started playing guitar when he was in his teens. In 1960, he graduated from Twin Falls High School and went to college in San Diego, California. He quit school there and played in several local bands before joining The Outcasts, a local hard rock band that released 2 singles, but they failed to garner any success. After The Outcasts split up, Puckett started a new band called Gary and the Remarkables with Kenny Chater on bass, Gary Mutha Witham on keyboards, Dwight Bennett on tenor saxophone, and drummer Paul Wheatbread. In 1966, the band visited the Pacific Northwest without Wheatbread, who was enrolled as the house drummer on the TV series Where the Activity Is. He returned to the lineup later after that. The team was renamed the Union Gap in early 1967 by manager Dick Badger, and as a visual gag, its players donned Union Army-style Civil War uniforms. After that, they made a demo which CBS record producer and songwriter Jerry Fuller heard. Fuller signed the band to a recording deal with Columbia Records because he was impressed by Puckett's tenor voice and the band's soft rock influences. In August 1967, the band recorded Woman Woman, a song written and composed by Jim Glaser and Jimmy Payne, about a man's fear that his female partner might be thinking about infidelity. It was their first hit and peaked at number 3 in the cash box, 4th place on the Billboard Hot 100. It quickly became a gold disc with 1 million sales. The following 2 years saw the release of Young Girl, which reached number 2, Lady Willpower, which reached number 2, Over You, which reached number 7, Don't Give In to Him, which reached number 15, and This Girl Is a Woman Now, which reached number 9. Fuller, who had also written and composed Young Girl, Lady Willpower, and Over You, produced the songs as well. Even though the band never had a number 1 hit on the Billboard Hot 100, Young Girl became the band's second million seller less than 2 months after it was released. The band also won a gold disc for Lady Willpower and Over You. In 1968, they played at Disneyland and the White House reception for Prince Charles. In 1969, they were nominated for the Grammy Award for Best New Artist, but Jose Feliciano won. However, the band wanted to write and produce its music, and Puckett resented singing Fuller's power ballads. The band returned to the charts with This Girl Is a Woman Now, produced by Dick Glaser, but subsequent releases failed to make the Billboard Top 40. In 1969, Fuller prepared a 40-piece studio orchestra to record a new song he had written. However, Puckett and the group refused to record it, so the session was cancelled and Fuller never worked with the group again. Witham and Chater left the group. Barry McCoy, a keyboardist, and Richard Gabriel, a horn player, joined Bement on bass guitar. Puckett began recording as a solo artist in 1970 with mixed results. Until they were fired following an appearance at the Orange County Fair in 1971, the Union Gap remained his live backing band. 1 year later, Puckett's recording contract was terminated. Lehman Engel taught Chater musical theater for the next 5 years. In the late 1970s, Chater released 2 solo albums, Love on a Shoestring from 1978 and Part-Time Love from 1977. Both did not chart. Puckett mostly performed and re-recorded the band's songs after the Union Gap disbanded, and he had modest success as a solo artist with the 1971 album, the Gary Puckett Album on Columbia. He had essentially abandoned music by 1973 and had chosen to study acting, dance, and perform in Los Angeles area theatrical productions. I Know a Heartache When I See One, a song Chater co-wrote with veteran songwriter Charlie Black, peaked at number 10 on the US country chart in 1979 for Jennifer Warnes, as well as writing hits with Glenn Ballard and Rory Bork, such as You Look So Good in Love, Renee Armand, such as What She Wants, and his wife, Lynn Gillespie Chater, such as I Meant to Do That with Paul Brandt. Chater has also written hits with them. In 1981, he went on a comeback tour that was planned by music writer Thomas K. Arnold. From there, Gary Puckett became a regular on the national oldies circuit. The song IOU, which Chater wrote with Austin Roberts, was up for Best Country Song at the 1984 Grammy Awards. The Grammy Award for Best Male Country Vocal Performance was awarded to Lee Greenwood for his rendition of the song. In 1986, Puckett, The Grassroots, which featured Rob Grill, and the current version of Hermit's Hermits minus Peter Noon, performed on the first major Monkees reunion tour. He has also put out some new music like the holiday album Gary Puckett at Christmas, which came out in 2001. Puckett appeared at the Moondance Jam near Walker, Minnesota in 1994 and 2002. Puckett continues to perform live concerts in venues across the U.S. as of 2023, including package oldies tour dates with the Letterman and the Association. Puckett gave his first performance on June 20th, 2010 in Union Gap, Washington, which is named after his former band. The 1982 album Melody marked Puckett's return to solo releases after a decade away from the spotlight in 1973. Since then, he has released additional albums including Love Me Tonight in 1992, As It Stands in 1995, Timepieces in 1996, and Is This Love in 1997. This Is Love from 2006 is Puckett's most recent album. Lori is Puckett's wife. From Lori's previous marriage, he has 2 stepdaughters. They currently reside in Florida's Clearwater. Bement later joined Flash Cadillac and the Continental Kids, an oldies band. Witham returned to San Diego to teach high school band, and Wheatbread switched to concert promotion. Woody Lingle on bass and vocals, Jamie Hilbolt on keyboards and vocals, and Mike Candito on drums and vocals make up Puckett's current band, which is sometimes referred to as the Union Gap. Carey passed away on February 4th, 2022 at the age of 76 in Nashville, Tennessee. And that's what happened to Gary Puckett and the Union Gap. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. Let me know who I should do next on this channel, and give me some facts that I failed to mention about this group, and name me your favorite Gary Puckett and the Union Gap song. Thanks again, and I'll see you in the next video.